What's going on, nation? Vape here, and welcome. Today I bring you a collaboration between Twisted Messes and Mass Mods, and this is the Axial Pro RDA. Yes, and if you remember, it was an Axial, just Axial RDA single coil that was between Mass Mods and Unicorn Vape. So I don't know why now they choose to go for second version, if you want to call it, with Twisted Messes and not with Unicorn Vape, so can't really get it. So it is kind of the same deck on this one, but dual coil, and he's gonna bring two decks, one series and one parallel, so a normal deck. I also want to give a big shout out to Custom Vapes that when I bought it, and they gave me a massive discount on it so I could bring it to the channel. They also sent me some juice, the candy juice, and a hat and a lot of stuff. So thank you very much to the owner who gave me a nice discount so I could bring this review to you. So yeah, it is two decks. They're gonna bring that, two squonk pins, a lot of stuff. But obviously we go to all of that on the up and close. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna dive down. Okay, so here is the box where your Axial Pro dual com kit comes in by Twisted Messes and Mass Mods. So a collaboration in between them. Your parallel deck, also your series deck, they're gonna come separate from the barrel. This is the parallel one. They tell you on the box, but you can see that it's not connect. This one will be black, the other one will be blue, is already installed. So yeah, you get two decks. And on the bottom, they are 24 mils. On the bottom, you're going to have Mass Mods and Twisted Messes. You're going to get a baggie with extra two squonk pins. That's pretty damn good. So you can have them both installed on both decks and don't have to swap in between. You got 510 drip tip adapter, Allen key, 810 drip tip, O-rings, and a bunch of pull screws. And you also get your user manual. And here is your main event, the Axial Pro. So like I said, 24 mil diameter. The pin protrudes more than enough to use on a hybrid mechanical mod. Here's going to be the screws for your posts. This one is going to be the series one. And as you can see, it says right there, series, Axial Pro. So very easy to, see which one is parallel. As you can see, parallel and series. So very, very nice, very easy to see it. On the top, you're going to have 810, let me remove the airflow control. So 810 drip tip, and everything you want to fit in here, gun style, will fit, no issues. Here is going to be your barrel for your airflow. As you can see, you're going to have kind of gun style and gun 1.5 airflow, kind of both of them, so very nice. Concave shape, machining, everything is so good on this RDA. And here obviously you're going to be able to adjust, so you can turn and have kind of the honeycomb on both sides, and you obviously can cut it down. What you cut on one side is going to be the same on the other, or you can have this one here, the cyclop, and obviously it's going to be the same on both sides. You're going to have kind of this concave shape going on in there. As you can see, no logos, nothing. This is a very, very clean RDA. Removing the barrel, so this is going to be a two pieces barrel combination. This is the barrel, as you can see in here, and you're going to have a locking mechanism there to lock on your deck, so the airflow is always going to be right spot on where it should be. And like I said, all the machining, everything is very, very nice. It looks like sandblasted on the inside. And here is going to be your series deck. As you can see, this one is blue and you got a bit of black going on in there. And what it's going to do, series, is going to double your ohms. So let's say you have 0.1 coils, all right? If you put two of them on a normal RDA, it's going to be 0.05, right? Extremely low. If you use this deck, 0.1 plus 0.1, you're going to have a 0.2. So it's going to double instead of cutting half of it. You're going to have access to your pull screws. There are grub screws, very, very nice screws, no issues in there. Plenty of space. It is kind of postless deck going on in there. You're going to have a nice juice well as well. Everything is just wonderful in here. And here you're going to have those two nipples. That's going to be your neck locking mechanism. Gonna have here, as you can see, your PIC insulator. So it kind of gonna do, you know, the series going on in there, and it is sandblasted going on in there. 2 O-rings, and restrictions in here are just perfect. I like this deck, very easy to build. You kind of gonna have a bit of juice well. You also can be squonking on it if you want to. Today we're gonna use it just maybe in dripping mode, and we're actually gonna put the build right here. So actually I'm gonna be using the parallel deck, but in squonking mode, and the coils I like to count them around 5 mils. Right there, here we go. I think it's just a perfect height, but obviously you always can, you know, try and see what's the best for you. Okay, just have to drop them there. Like I say, I use 5 mil. That's the size I like. I think is perfect for me. Here we go. And just tie them up. Okay, so now what you want to do is kind of adjust them, you know, put them kind of straight, and obviously we're going to glow them to remove all the hot spots. You can use kind of massive coils in here, to be honest. Those ones are 2.5 mils or 3 mls diameter, but they look pretty small in here. You can use massive coils if you want to. Okay, and that's it. You saw how easy it was to build and wick this bad boy. Let's see some squonking action going on in there. Okay, so what happened here is actually I grabbed the wrong deck when I was start to build. This was the parallel, that one was the series. So when I was trying to squonking, nothing happened because I didn't have the squonk pin installed, because this is the series one. But doesn't matter. The build in here is still gonna be kind of low, as you can see. Squonking action there, no issue. It's a 0.53, but that's fine, no problem. So now just pull your top AFC, your drip tip, and you're ready to go. And that's it. We're gonna come back on top. I tell you where you can get a price, and we run to pros and cons. Alright, and we're back, and that was the up and close for the Axial Pro by Twisted Messes and Mass Mods. So, where you can get it and price. So obviously I'm gonna recommend custom vapes, and it is $59.99, so £60. Keep in mind you're gonna have 2 decks, 2 squonk pins, 2 drip tips. You're gonna have a lot, to be honest. So let's go to pros and cons. Look, I don't have any cons to this one. Actually, I love it so much that I actually have a second one in stainless steel, as you can see here, because it was a guy selling it. It was brand new in box, and he was asking about half price. I think it was £35 that I paid for it. And I love it so much. And why? Because it brings 2 decks. And most of the times my builds are, you know, 0.1, 0.15, a bit too low for me. I don't like to ramp up a lot of watts. I don't like a hot vape. So series decks for me is just perfect. And I don't have to use a series mod to actually use it, because at this point it is a 0.53, 55 watts, and is already kind of hot for me. So I like that option. For a very, very long time that I want to have a deck that is series. But this one brings best of both worlds. They give you a parallel and a series, and it's going to be up to your mood. If you wake up in the morning and say, I want a series or I want a parallel, just choose the deck. They give you even 2 squonk pins, so you don't have to swap from one to the other. You can have, just change the top cap and change between parallel and series. So very, very big pro. So yeah, only pros for this one. First of all, 2 810 drip tips, so it is 810 compatible, and they give you an extra one that is frosted. They give you a 510 drip tip adapter, so if you want to use your 510s, very, very good. All the machining, they give you like six extra pole screws, so very, very good. They include 2 decks. That's another very big pro. In this case, I have 2 RDAs. I can be using 2 series at the same time, or 2 parallels, or in between. So very, very good. Squonks perfectly, no issues in there. Like I said, all the machining, everything is so great. Now, flavor, it is top notch. No issues with the flavor. Airflow, very, very smooth. I prefer the Cyclops style. I thought I'm gonna like that. This is kind of goon style airflow, a bit smaller though. And I thought I'm gonna like, those 3 holes because I love that on my goons. But no, I prefer actually the Cyclops in here, and I like it to have just a tiny bit close. So 55 watts, 0.53, and I have the Cyclops airflow just a little bit close. Let's have a tip. Look at that. Perfect. Flavor is top notch on this one. No issues. Very, very good flavor. I can't complain. Now let me change to the other airflow. Let's have the 3 holes wide open. It's a bit more restrictive, and flavor actually pops more with this 3 airflow. I just like the other one because it's a bit more open to me, but I think the flavor kind of pops on this one. Is a bit more restricted. Like I say, is the 3 wide open. If you close just to 2, still a lot of clouds, but too restricted for me. But the flavor, very, very good. So yeah, I definitely recommend this one, especially because it brings 2 decks. It has a good machining. Now, I know it's a bit on the steeper side, the price, middle end, but you get 2 decks. You get a lot of extras. This thing is just wonderful. And Twisted Messes is known to do very, very good RDAs. Now, I still can't understand why they done one with Unicorn Vapes, the Axial single coil, and now the Axial Pro, they went with Twisted Messes. Not really sure what's going on in there, but I liked it. Very big congratulations to Twisted Messes. I love all these RDAs. They are just wonderful. Definitely recommend. Go to Custom Vapes. They have amazing stuff right there. Show them some love. Amazing juice. We're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you in the next video. Till then, keep vaping.